Hello Aries, welcome to my channel. This is Teresa from Tarot by T, and Happy New Year. Welcome to your January reading. Let's see what's going on for Aries for the month of January. Before I do that, I want to ring the bells. And create sacred space. And thank you also for liking my channel. Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. And let's see what Aries has coming up. We have a new year and a new moon recently. So January should be good ones. Should be a good time for a new start. Let us see. What does Aries need to know about January 2017? What's coming up for this month? What is coming up in love and life for Aries in the month of January? What is coming up for Aries in the month of January 2017? May only the highest forces be present to ensure that the truth be told. Okay. The Hangman. The Magician. The Five of Cups. The Two of Cups. The Queen of Cups. The Seven of Cups. The King of Swords. The Page of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. Okay, so you start out with the Hangman. The Hangman and crossed by the Magician. The Hangman is a card of sacrifice, and it's a card of giving something up for something better. But it's also a card of having patience, which is something that sometimes Aries have trouble with. They want everything to happen immediately. What the Hangman is saying, plus with the Magician, you have all the tools you need for success. And you can create anything that you visualize, because the Magician is about visualization. It's about manifesting. And you have the power. You may not believe in your abilities, but the key with the Hangman is giving something up for something better, making a sacrifice where you feel that even though you're not, with the Hangman, you feel like you're not ready to give up what you're involved in at the moment. You're comfortable in your situation, but you know that to advance, you may have to give it up and you may have to move on to something else if you want to manifest everything that's promised by the Magician. So that could be a relationship situation. It could also be a job situation. If it's a relationship situation, maybe your current situation it's okay, but it's not everything you've dreamed of. And you know that you have the potential to achieve more in a relationship. And you do. You have this gift. You have a wonderful gift of communication in the month of January. That's what this Magician is about. It's about thoughts, planning where you want to go, making a plan, and then focusing on the outcome, visualizing a successful outcome. And with the Hangman, it may mean also that you have to take some time out and not rush ahead. You may want to be rushing into something, and maybe you need to just chill and really think about where you want to go, what you want to do, where you want to be, who you want to be with. And once you have that vision or that strategic plan clearly outlined in your head, in your mind, so that you can visualize it, you can close your eyes and see the outcome in your mind. Then you can take action. But you have to first have a clear plan. You have to know where you want to go, because there are going to be opportunities coming up, I can see. Now, in the past, you have the Five of Cups. This is a card of regret. You may feel that you were in a relationship that felt like it was ending. Many of you have either ended a relationship, or you feel, or the current relationship you're in is going through some challenges. And you're really, with the Five of Cups, a lot of times the problem is that you're focused too much on the past. Maybe there was a past relationship that ended badly, and you're afraid to get involved with someone new. Because I see potential for love here with the Two of Cups and the Page of Cups. Or you have regrets over some of your behavior in the past. Some of the things that you did, or some of the... You wish that you could have handled things differently, basically. With the Five of Cups, you're focusing on your losses, and you're not seeing what you still have that you can build on. So this could mean if you're in a relationship, you can save the relationship and make it better. If it's already broken up, you can make the next relationship better. You can learn from it and move on. But you have to let go of the past. You have to stop feeling guilty about the past. What's done is done. You know, what you can't undo. But you can learn from it, and you can move on. And you can make better choices in the present and leading into the future. And that's, again, what this card is, you know, coming into your power. What do you want for yourself? Don't cry over the past. Don't regret that you can't repeat the past. You can't do anything about spilt milk, you know. But you can create something better for the future. You can learn from your experiences. And that's, you know, basically what we do here. Nobody is perfect. We all make mistakes. We all handle things in different ways. And sometimes we make the right decisions. Sometimes we make decisions that we wished we had not made. But in any case, at any given moment, you can make things better. You can choose to make another decision, moving in the right direction. So, and then you have here in the recent past, this Two of Cups. So it's possible that you're talking to someone, that you've either recently met someone. It's possible with this Mercury retrograde that you've connected again with someone from the past. Because sometimes with the Five of Cups, people from the past come back and you have a second chance with them. But the Two of Cups represents a soulmate union. It's a relationship where you really feel like you're in sync with someone. And you really feel like you're on the same page with that person. You're not just, it's not just a physical attraction. It's more like a meeting of minds. You finish each other's sentences. You think the same way. You agree with each other a lot. Or you just feel that you're a good match. This is soul union energy. So you have this potential. It could have been, you know, and here's this Queen of Cups coming up in the future. The Queen of Cups is a card, and that could represent someone who is, and this could be queen, or this could be male or female. Don't go by the sex of the card. Go by the personality. The personality of the Queen of Cups is someone who's very intuitive, very sensitive, very artistic, creative, spiritual. But basically, there's a lot of sensitivity there. So you could be involved with someone who's extremely sensitive, maybe even psychic. And it could be that this person's thinking about you. This person's been reminiscing. Because she's facing the left, she's facing the past, she's looking on the past. So it could mean that there's someone in your life that you've recently met, or maybe someone you were involved with, that still has feelings for you. And maybe you have feelings for her, but you're confused because you have the Seven of Cups here. It could also mean court cards can mean several different things. They could represent people, but they could also represent situations. So with the Queen of Cups here, and sometimes even qualities within yourself, you may be having a sense of, you might be reminiscing yourself, thinking about the past, and thinking about a relationship that was once very important to you, that you may want to reestablish. But there's confusion here. You're not making a choice, because you have the Seven of Cups here. You're stuck in the choices. So it's possible that you have different options. You're not sure what you really want. And because you don't know what you really want, you're not going out to get it. You're not reaching out for it. But you have the potential for a soulmate union. You just have to figure out, stop dreaming about life and make a choice. Don't let the past hold you back. Don't make your mistakes from the past hold you back from making a choice and getting out of this stuckness, because that's another thing with the hangman. Sometimes you just feel like you're stuck in limbo, like nothing's moving. And that's, a lot of planets have been retrograde lately, especially Mercury. Things aren't moving when Mercury's retrograde. It's a time of it's really the time that you need to take time out and think about what you can do better, how you can improve something. And often the best thing to do with a Mercury retrograde is to go back to something. We go back to an old relationship, try to make it better. Go back to an old work project, try to improve it. Not start anything new. So this month, although Mercury's going to go direct January 8th, but it won't be out of its shadow until maybe the second or third week of the month. So you're still going to be in that period of rethinking, revising. And what's really holding you back is you're not sure what to choose. You're not sure what direction you want to go in. So it's not a case of not having the talent or the ability to manifest. It's a case of not knowing what you want, and that's what's holding you back. And it's a case of afraid of making mistakes because you've made mistakes in the past. Maybe you're afraid of making the same ones. Or you're just focusing on the negative. Sometimes with the Five of Cups, you're focusing on what's wrong with the person rather than focusing on all their good qualities. So if it's someone that you're involved in or that you were involved in that you'd like to reestablish contact with, stop being so critical. Stop expecting everything to be perfect. Focus on what's good, what you can salvage from the relationship. Here you have on the staff, in your negative thinking, you have the King of Swords. Now the King of Swords energy represents someone who is trying to separate what's true from what's false. So I feel like this is probably you. Maybe you've been a little bit too harsh or too judgmental in a relationship, expecting too much from someone else, expecting them to be superhuman. And nobody is perfect. We all have our flaws, and there's no perfect relationship. What makes a relationship work is your ability to communicate and to compromise, and the ability to hear each other and see that, and apologize when you make mistakes. And okay, if you make a mistake, if someone makes a mistake, if you can talk it out and work through it, forgive each other and move on and try to do better next time. Instead of, some people have this black or white thing. Oh, she did that, he did that, I'm done. You can't go through life like that. It's too rigid. You have to give people some slack. Now, if someone's being really abusive, then that's a different story. But in a normal relationship where you just, have a couple of screw-ups now and then, you have to work things through. So in this card, it's on the one hand, it's the King of Swords is telling you to think clearly when you're making your decision, when you're trying to make this choice. Because I see choices are coming up in the future. You're going to have options, and you're going to have to decide which one is right for you. This is a card that's saying, really think about the facts. Make your decision based on the facts, not so much on your emotions. It's about seeing what's real, seeing what's really there, and not being afraid to face the truth. So maybe the person that you're involved in is very emotional, and you're not. So you have you're coming at a situation with two different mindsets, and you don't understand the person with the emotions, because to you, everything's cut and dry. You have your facts laid out in front of you, and that's how you go through life. But some people, they're not ruled by that, by the intellect. They're ruled by their heart, their emotions. So they get, they cry at the drop of a hat, or they get upset over things. So you have to try and see things from another perspective. That's another thing of this card. The Hangman, he's hanging upside down. You just need to look at things from a different angle. Try to see things from someone else's perspective. That's another meaning to this card. But if you want to save a relationship, I think you have the potential. to return to something from the past and make it better. And here you have the Page of Cups. Now sometimes the Page of Cups can represent a child. It can represent a new creative project that's in the works, because this is your environment. Or it could represent someone, a message of love. Messages, sometimes pages represent messages. So you may hear from someone from your past, or someone that you once cared about. Or that person, if you're in the relationship, it could be that someone confesses their feelings for you. So for some who are in a relationship, you may hear that person may tell you how they feel. You might be sharing, you need to really sit down and be honest with each other. If it's a new relationship, because I see this Ace of Wands here, there could be some new opportunities too. Because I also am seeing choices and I'm seeing newness. So you might have a choice between someone new and someone from the past even. In your wish fulfillment, you have this Ace of Wands. And this, not only is it's a new beginning. You have this potential for a new beginning with the Ace of Wands. And it's a time card. And the time of the Ace of Wands is March, April, May. So you could have a new career opportunity coming up around that time. Maybe like April, the end of April. There could be some new exciting beginnings happening that will give you what you want. You have the Nine of Cups as an outcome card. The Nine of Cups is excellent as an outcome, especially with the Magician here. The Magician says, yes, you have all the talent and the tools you need for success, and the Nine is practically promising success, especially in the spring, like April. I would say more like April. There could be a new job offer or a new relationship, a new chance in a relationship around that time. Maybe you need to communicate your love to someone that you care about. You need to be honest and talk about your feelings. But the potential, if you can see things from the other person's perspective, if you cannot be so harsh, I don't know, this is also a card of, you might be worried about some legal situation, or an authority figure might be concerning you. So maybe where you're working, people are getting cut or laid off, and you're concerned about your job security. But I think that the potential for January, and actually this goes beyond January, you can start something now that will probably come to fruition in April, the end of April. So don't regret the past, learn from it. Don't focus on the negative, focus on the positive. That's what this card is all about, focusing on the positive. And you can't have everything. You have to decide, you have to make a choice. And if you get stuck in the choices, then you're not going to choose anything, and that's making a choice too, not choosing. So then you're going to get the results of missed opportunities. So make a choice, but take some time out to think about what you really want. And you have the potential to achieve great things, to have a wish fulfilled around April. There'll be some new beginnings popping up. It'll either be a new beginning with a current romance, current relationship, where you like reconnect with someone from the past, or a brand new love, depending on what choice you have these two options, so you're going to be choosing. You might choose the new person, or you may choose to try and work things out with someone from the past. So I think it looks really good for you for this month, Aries. So take some time out and make the right choices. And don't doubt your abilities. You have all the tools you need for success. Just focus on the positive. Focus on the positive and you'll be fine. Well, that's my forecast for January and actually going into spring. So good luck to you, Aries, and I hope this reading was a help to you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.